Welcome back to K-Drama Echoes, the home of soft-spoken truths, unspoken glances, and the stories hidden behind the cameras of Asia's brightest stars. Today, we return to a pair whose connection still lingers in the memory of millions, a duo whose chemistry felt too natural to be forgotten, and whose bond continues to spark conversations long after the final scene faded to black. This is the story of Chang-wook and Ji-hyun, what really happened after Suspicious Partner, and why their names continue to echo through time like two emotions waiting for closure. When Chang-wook and Ji-hyun first stepped onto the set of Suspicious Partner, no one expected their synergy to become one of the most talked about phenomena in modern K-drama romance. Their banter felt alive, their emotional scenes felt almost unscripted, and the comfort they shared created an energy that fans instantly recognized. But what mesmerized audiences wasn't simply what happened on screen. It was the quiet, honest connection that formed when the cameras weren't rolling. Something subtle, something soft, something real enough that viewers believed there was a story beyond the drama. So what truly happened between them after filming wrapped? The answer isn't loud, it's not dramatic, but it's full of moments that, when pieced together, reveal a bond deeper than most co-stars share. After the drama ended, both actors found themselves carried by the warmth of the audience. Chang-wook, preparing for military enlistment, spoke of Ji-hyun with a kind of steady fondness rarely seen in promotional interviews. He described her as someone bright, focused, and surprisingly mature for her age, a comment that reflected not just admiration but a personal understanding of who she was behind the actress mask. He mentioned how easy she was to work with, how naturally their scenes flowed, and how her presence made the long days feel lighter. These weren't scripted compliments. They were quiet truths spoken by someone who genuinely respected the woman beside him. Ji-hyun, usually calm and thoughtful, returned that sincerity in her own way. She explained how working with him made her feel comfortable, how the environment around him felt safe, steady, and professional. Her tone was not the excited tone of a rookie actress bragging about working with a superstar. It was soft, grounded, and honest, almost like someone speaking about a person who made an impact on her growth. Fans noticed how she smiled gently whenever his name came up, how her eyes softened, how her voice shifted into something warm. It was subtle, but subtlety is often the language of real affection. During the months that followed their drama, the industry kept a close eye on them, searching for signs, clues, or even a whisper of something more. And while neither confirmed a romantic connection, the silence itself became its own story. Fans studied behind-the-scenes videos, noting the way Chang-wook would instinctively guide her through scenes, fix her hair between takes, or laugh at her jokes like someone who genuinely enjoyed her company. They noticed the way Ji-hyun leaned toward him without hesitation, how she trusted him physically and emotionally during intense scenes, and how her expressions softened around him in a way they didn't with others. These weren't dramatic gestures. They were natural human responses that hinted at a relationship built on comfort and sincerity. When Chang-wook enlisted in the military, it marked a temporary pause in everything. Yet even during his service, discussions about their connection never truly went silent. People remembered their chemistry, their teamwork, and their warmth. Interviews resurfaced, fan edits circulated, and their names continued appearing together in comment sections as if the world wasn't ready to let go of the possibility that something genuine had sparked between them. It became clear that their duo wasn't just another drama pairing. It was a memory shaped by real emotion. Ji-hyun, during that period, continued to grow gracefully in her career, choosing roles that strengthened her image as a mature and capable actress. And though she moved forward professionally, people noticed that she never distanced herself from the experience of Suspicious Partner. She spoke warmly about it, never brushing it aside as a simple past project. There was an emotional honesty in the way she described that time of her life, almost like acknowledging how meaningful those months had been. When Chang-wook completed his military service and returned to the industry, fans hoped for a reunion, an interview, a special, or even another drama that would place them back on the same screen. Industry insiders reported that directors and writers considered pairing them again, knowing the demand was high. But timing, schedules, and the unpredictable nature of show business made that reunion complicated. Still, the desire for it never faded. People continued imagining what their chemistry would look like now, as two grown actors with more experience, more depth, and even more emotional maturity. Their connection became something like an unfinished chapter. Not empty, not forgotten, just paused. And maybe that is what keeps their story alive. Not every meaningful relationship needs a label, a confession, or a public declaration. Some relationships are defined by respect, warmth, and the lasting impact two people leave on each other's lives. Years later, people still revisit their scenes as if reliving a familiar dream. Fans still talk about their behind-the-scenes moments as if they happened yesterday. And their names still appear together because something about them felt real. Something about them felt like a quiet love story that never needed to be confirmed to be believed. So what really happened between Chang-wook and Ji-hyun after Suspicious Partner? They walked away with a bond that remained gentle, respectful, and emotionally genuine. They carried the memory of a partnership that shaped them, a connection that felt effortless, and a warmth that audiences could still feel through the screen. And while life moved forward, one thing never changed. The world never stopped believing that between them was a story deeper than scripts, deeper than roles, and deeper than time. Their chapter may not be loud, and it may not be defined, but it is one of the rare Hollywood-style bonds in K-drama history. Two hearts that understood each other perfectly in a moment when the world was watching, and two souls whose connection continues to echo long after the final scene ended.